Clockwork Orange. Um, that movie, for some reason, has always haunted me. I wasn't able to see it back in whenever it was finally released here, like 1971 or early 72, maybe. I was not able to see that because movies, as you may or may not know, were what you call restricted or X-rated back then. You could not get it if you weren't over 18. Forget about it. You couldn't get in there. Um, and I remember seeing, I remember going to see, maybe, I don't know what it would be, like maybe the, uh, um, movies like Hickey and Boggs with Bill, hate to say this, but Bill Cosby. And that was a good movie, seen that. And I remember going in, I can't remember which film it was we went to see, but I remember seeing the poster for A Clockwork Orange in the lobby, or the entrance way to get into the theater, and it captured my attention, and it freaked me out as a young guy. I actually had nightmares about that, and before I even seen the movie, I was having nightmares because of this poster. I mistakenly thought, just because I'm a young guy, what do I know? I don't know nothing, eh? So I see this poster, and because of the poster, if you know the original poster I'm talking about, um, I think it shows a character with a knife like that, and a maybe an orange in the background, a big orange in the background. But because of the way this character was garbed, I thought it was a movie about Jack the Ripper. Till for many many years, I thought this movie was about Jack the Ripper, but I didn't know what that meant. A Clockwork Orange. I had no idea what that meant. So I had before I actually seen Clockwork Orange by Stanley Kubrick. I'd seen many many stills from the film, and I thought I got to see this. And um, so I'd seen the stills for that. I thought I had to see. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I had actually seen stills for Andy Warhol's vinyl movie, which is based on A Clockwork Orange, because of course Warhol owned the rights of the book, and I don't know how it ended up getting in Kubrick's hands. I don't think Warhol sold it to Kubrick, but so I wanted to see them both. I hadn't seen either one of them. I only knew, I hadn't read the book Clockwork Orange yet. I only knew it from maybe reading some other books that mentioned the book and that. And so I seen stills of vinyl and Clockwork Orange, and I wanted to see them both. And it was probably in 1981 or 82, they played Clockwork Orange at this retro theater we had, called the New Yorker. And lo and behold, me and my friend, we happened to get in. They let us in, even though this movie was X-rated, or it might have been only been restricted by that time. But we finally got to see it, and we were just like amazed at this movie. Like, it, it just goes to show you the power of a well-made film, because, like, I mean, I wasn't into cinema aesthetics back then, and that I was only 14 years old here living in Canada. Nobody even talked about that stuff. Like, director, who cares about the director, man? It's not the director, it's who's in it. That's all people cared about. They didn't care about the director. Stanley Kubrick, never heard of him. Who's he? He's the director. Oh, who cares? And I happen to be into movies a little bit before that, so that was a big deal to me. It's like, who is he? He's the fucking guy that directed 2001: Space Odyssey and Doctor Strangelove. But anyway, that didn't matter. So they finally I seen Clockwork Orange. Wasn't able to see it again until probably about 12 years later when I bought it on VHS. And then again, thanks to the beauty of the computer, the internet, I was able to get my a friend of mine to download Vinyl by Andy Warhol, and believe it or not, I might be the only one you might hear say this. I like Andy Warhol's Vinyl as much as I like Stanley Kubrick's Clockwork Orange. And in the meantime, I had read the book, and the book it's one of those rare cases where most people always say the book is better than the movie, but I I read that book, and I really can't see anybody saying, unless they're just literature snobs. I can't see anybody saying that the book was better than the movie. Like, I mean, the book just, it did not have the power of that movie. It goes to show you the power of film.